Hey, what if I told you that some of the longest, most intimidating words in English are, well, they're actually just like Legos, that they're built from these really simple, reusable blocks. Today, we're going to break down the science of how words are put together.
And seriously, this one idea, it changes everything. It means you don't have to sit there and memorize thousands and thousands of words one by one. Nope, you just have to learn how the pieces fit together.
Just like with a pile of Legos, you start with these small, totally manageable pieces. And here's the key. They don't just connect randomly. They fit together in specific, predictable ways to build something that actually means something.
And once you get the hang of these simple parts, you start to see how they combine to create this huge interconnected web of words. You can see whole families of meaning, all built from the same basic stuff.
So, that's the big question, isn't it? What are these little building blocks actually called? What are these fundamental parts that give words all their power?
Well, welcome to the world of morphology. That's the fancy, official term for studying how words are formed. And those Lego blocks we keep talking about? They're mostly what we call prefixes and suffixes.
Okay, so let's get to know our toolkit a little better. There are really two main types of blocks that we use to build almost every single complex word in the English language.
First up, we've got the prefix. This is a piece you snap right onto the beginning of a root word. Think about in unhappy, which just means not happy, or in rewrite, which means to write again. See? It totally changes the core meaning.
Then you've got the suffix. This little piece clips onto the end of a word. Now this block usually doesn't change the basic meaning, but it changes the word's job. Like adding to teach to create teacher, a person who teaches, or adding lie to quick to describe how something is done.
And listen, this right here is the single most important takeaway. Prefixes at the beginning change the meaning. Suffixes at the end change the word's grammar or its job in a sentence. Just lock that distinction in your head, meaning versus grammar.
The cool thing is, once you know just a handful of these prefixes and suffixes, it's like you've been given a master key. All of a sudden, you have a toolkit that can unlock the meaning of thousands of words you haven't even seen before.
Let's take a quick look at a few common prefixes. You see everywhere, right? It just means not. Re means again, and pre means before. Just by knowing those three simple blocks, you instantly understand words like unfair, return, and preview. I mean, think about how incredibly efficient that is.
And it's the exact same magic with suffixes. Let's take less, which means without. You add it to hope, and you get hopeless. Add it to fear, you get fearless. And right there, you can see how it changes the word's job, turning a noun into a word that describes something, an adjective.
All right, so we have our individual blocks. Now for the really fun part. Let's start building. Let's actually see how these pieces click together to form those bigger, more complex words.
Let's try the word uncomfortable. It looks kind of long, but it's just three super simple parts. First, you start with the root word comfort. Then you add the prefix un to the beginning, which we know means not. And then you tack on the suffix able to the end. So, not, comfort, able. It's that simple.
This skill of breaking words down, it really is a superpower. It transforms you from someone who just kind of guesses at words to someone who analyzes them like a detective piecing together clues.
So why does this matter so much? Well, because with this skill, your vocabulary can just explode. Your reading comprehension shoots way up. It really is like having a master key. The next time you see some long, scary-looking word, you won't guess or skip it. You'll actually analyze it piece by piece.
So here it is, your action plan. A simple, 4-step method for taking apart any word you come across. First, look for a prefix at the start. Second, look for a suffix at the end. Third, figure out what the root word is right there in the middle. And fourth, just combine the meanings of all the parts.
Let's actually apply that plan right now. How about the word unhappiness? Okay, step 1, spot the prefix. It's which means not. Step 2, spot the suffix. It's ness, which means the state of being. Step 3, find the root, happy. Now combine them all, and what do you get? The state of not being happy. Perfect.
Ultimately, this whole thing comes down to a really powerful idea. The goal isn't just to memorize a giant list of words. It's to understand the system behind them, to really get the power to build and understand language all on your own.
So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you have the toolkit, now that you can see these building blocks everywhere, what new ideas, what new structures, what new meanings are you going to build with your words?